morning, everybody. Welcome to my channel. This reading is a little different. This almost feels like an appointment. Yeah, I don't have a lot of like chit chat to do today. This this vibe started coming in last night. To the point that I thought it was like somebody specific. Like their energy coming through to me that I almost reached out, but I didn't. I don't know. Yeah, I was kind of guided not to. Anyways, it feels to me, it could be this person that I have in mind, but I also feel like me picking up on this energy kind of opened me up to some collective energy that was coming through. I don't know how else to explain it. This is different for me. This is like I'm being told to do this. So I am. So here I am. Hi. Thank you, Spirit, for guiding me here today to do a reading for my beautiful collective. So guys, the vibe that's coming through that made me do this is probably not going to be that long. I don't have that long to do it, so maybe I'll touch on it, and if I have to, it can come back again. But we'll see. You know, Spirit knows I'm limited on time. And they clearly want to get this message out, so they may just bing, bing, bing. Anyways, I am just picking up on someone who has a super heavy heart. Like, I almost texted this person I have in mind, be like, hey, so why does your heart feel like it has on a straitjacket made of plutonium? Because it's just, the heart is so heavy. And I don't know if something recent happened, or, you know, like sometimes when things pile, or when you start to like change, you know, and you start thinking about different things, and whether it's things you've done or things that have happened, whatever, any heavy shit that you're like digging through, trying to heal and purge and whatever. It's hard. That's why people don't do it. Right? That's why people just sweep things under the rug, act like it's not happening, hoping it goes away. It does not. Narcissists will freaking do that regardless, because they'll never apologize. They just want to act like nothing happened and hope the empathic people in their life will just let it go because they don't want conflict. Some things just won't go away. And they don't know how to deal with that because they can't just act like it didn't happen. That's a story for another time. However, okay, Spirit, please give me some insight this morning of what this heavy feeling is. What is this coming through from my collective? Who needs some guidance today? Or words of inspiration, or just validation. I don't know. It's heavy. And the only reason I say like healing, because it's not like a self-harm type of heavy. It's not a hopeless. It's like a grief. It's like a grieving. Okay, Spirit, thank you so much. Let's tell me what it is that my collective needs to know about this feeling. What is this feeling all about? Oh. I don't usually have reversals. Interesting. Okay, so for this little beginning, we have a 2 of water, 6 of water, and 10 of fire in reverse. Yeah, someone is missing someone. Someone is missing someone. Someone is thinking real in their feelings about one particular person. It looks like, and it's getting real heavy to carry. Like they can't carry it anymore. You're like drowning in like memories almost. You know, it's like the 2 of water and the 6 of water. It's almost like, oh, here. It's almost like she's looking in this water, remembering when they used to, you know, play there or be there. And now it's too heavy to carry. Maybe there's nothing you can do about it. Maybe this is, I don't know. I don't feel like the person passed away. That's not what I'm getting. But it's very heavy. I'm just gonna put you here. Actually, I'll put you here. Bottom of the deck, 7 of Earth. So 7 of Earth, so, you know, it can be disappointment of how something turned out, or it didn't turn out the way you thought it was going to. You know, but I think part of you is still hoping maybe, like you like water the plant every now and again, even though it's dead. Like maybe this will make it grow. Aww. Yeah, I could feel this. I feel like it's heavy, but I also feel like the 10 of fire in reverse is also signifying that you can't let it go completely. You can't let it end. You can't put those wands down. Like you're kind of just at the finish line, or like the end of the day, and you're holding these wands up and you're waiting to see if the person shows up. Everyone's like, you can go, you can leave these here, well, you can go, we'll take care of it. And you're like, no, I'm just gonna see if you know, the person shows up to get these. And they're like, bro, they're not coming. Oh. I feel like this is 100% inside of you, and nobody else knows that you feel this way. I think that's why the energy is like so concentrated that I was able to pick up on it. Well, and if it's with a person that I know, you know, as well, but I do totally believe I was guided because collective needs this. I think this may be wavering from the person I know anyways already. I think it was just guiding me here. I saw you backwards. Well, the Tower was just randomly face up. Not upside down, face up. So that's a nod. I'm gonna take that and just kind of... It wanted to come out clearly. There was no reason for that to be face up. Which makes sense. A disruption in your life. Something happens to cause a change in the trajectory, the ending of something. But that also, you know what that means? Something new is beginning. I don't feel like this is that optimistic reading though, guys. Thank you, Spirit. Tell me more about this feeling collective is having of nostalgia. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Okay. I feel like at least you feel, because all of the energy I pick up on is whatever energy you put out there. So if you believe something, it's true to you, right? So that's the energy you put out, like it's true. So to you, this person seems like they're what I would guess people would say is your twin flame. I never really knew the quote-unquote definition, concept, whatever, of twin flames until recently. Probably within the past year or so. But that being said, there's been an instance where I can clearly remember explaining to a person that I felt this bond with. But it was more than that. I'm like, I don't know how to explain this other than my soul recognizes yours. Like, I don't know how to explain the familiarity and how I just know you. I just know you're you. So I guess that would be along the lines of something like that, right? Like you would feel that way about a person. And there would be things I'm like, I have no reason to think this, but blah, blah, blah. Or isn't this weird, but blah, 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 blah. You know, I always say, if you string synchronicities together, you can sound batshit crazy, right? But if they're true, it's not crazy, it's true. And it's different if you're like, hey, did you realize this? And then you go like a week later, like, hey, did you think of this? But stringing things together, it's like, what the hell? So, again, that being said, I feel like this is your person to you in your heart. This is, you know, and I feel like at one time, you could have been making plans for the future with them. You know, wholeheartedly believing this is like your star. This is also you know, like destiny, your divine path. This is the star. This is your hopes and dreams and wishes, your everything you manifested. This is your path. You're looking to your star. Also can be the sign of Aquarius. King of Cups, this is your King of Cups, you know what I mean? Like you're full of emotion. This is the ruler of said emotions, full of love. And how I'm reading the combination of it more so than each individual definition, this was your king or queen, whatever the genders may be. The cards come out to put across the message, not the gender. So yeah, so something happened clearly to put an end to this that you're not willing to let go of. And it's really, really weighing on you right now for whatever reason. Maybe it's new. Can you tell me a little bit about the tower? What happened to put an end to this, looking towards the future with this person? What caused the heartache? Why can you only be nostalgic for them? This is a funny thing. Different deck. Okay. I'm just gonna put the bottom of this deck here. Now I'm gonna do this, because I feel like that's the story. Yeah, moving this here, even just maybe look at the cards, kind of like morphed. Yeah, so it's, you're not willing to let go, and the tower happened like it's inevitable. And I feel like it's like you're looking to the future without this person, and you're not 100% sure what that looks like. And you're just like, thinking about them, like, can't they feel me? Can't they feel me? Oh, that's so heartbreaking. Ace of Pentacles on the bottom, so that means, you know, you do have a new offer of some sort coming in. You know, it's the gift of the opportunity of something tangible in your life, something material. Oh man, guys. I know that feeling. It's like that feeling when like a circumstance is out of your control and it's unfair, and it's you, not because of anything you've done, right? That's the worst. Like if you mess up and you do something, you're like, okay, you have to take that L. Or someone else does something, and it's like, okay, well, you know, you don't have any control of that either, but at least there's a reason. But when there's no reason other than stupid things, circumstance, it's so hard because there's no justification to the heart. So that's kind of what it feels like. It's almost like a, I don't know, like forbidden love or something. Maybe not forbidden love. I don't know, because I don't know what happened yet. Something is like just like a why? What happened that this person cannot be with this person? So I don't know if the King of Wands is you or the other person, but it looks like one of you were defending yourselves, was setting boundaries regarding some of your beliefs or ideas. Yeah. Yeah, it feels like, I think this is a current thing right now. I think this might be them, male or female. You know, the King of Wands is the king of action, knows what he wants, passionate, like ready to like take care of business, take care of his people. Yeah, so your person feels like they have to defend themselves constantly and put up boundaries, and like it's a constant battle wherever they are. No, this is you, because this is heavy on your heart. Okay. So, okay, this is you, man or woman, and you're feeling like you're having to defend. It's like just very defensive, like wherever you are, and you feel like you have to always be on guard. I think that's why it's the king, whether you're a man or woman. And see how he's like ready to go. I feel like you're always on guard. You always have to be on the defensive. You're always constantly watching what you say. You know, having to pay attention to everything around you, right? And like all of a sudden you have this enlightenment about it, and you're like, what the hell am I doing? And you're planning your strategy to go start a new beginning someplace. And I think this happening is making you nostalgic for someone who makes you feel at peace. You know, I don't know if this is like another relationship even. This just can be your environment. You know, I'm not saying you're like leaving one person to be with another person. I'm just saying your environment is making you nostalgic for somebody who makes you feel good. So far. That's what I'm getting, right? And it's something that it didn't, it seemed like it didn't really end. It didn't, that's what I'm getting. It's like up in the air. And I think that's why you're able to like touch back on it, because there's no real, hurt. There's no real, animosity. There's like, whatever happened to make you not be near this person, again, it's like that thing that's neither one of your faults. It was like a circumstance type thing, so there's no bad feelings, which makes it really difficult when that nostalgia comes up. That's the person you end up calling like, hey, when you're trying not to do stuff like that, because it's easy, right? Because there's no icky feelings. It's like, I feel like sometimes you have that person that's purely just physical, just whatever. You see him every once in a while, it's no big deal. But then you have sometimes that person who it's like, okay, right now I'm seeing you and it's just physical right now. But there's so many different facets to like your relationship, your friendship, your whatever. Like it doesn't ruin it. That's not the only thing. That's just one thing. But it's not a big deal. You know, there's that type of friend too. I haven't had any type of friend in fucking, forget it, we won't talk about that. But it's good, it's good. I don't mind being celibate. It's very grounding, for sure, and very mind clearing, definitely. So that's what I feel like is happening. I feel like whatever your environment is making you have different thoughts and different way of thinking and want more for yourself, or want just different feeling every day. So you're kind of making your exit plan or your strategy of how to start this new beginning. But again, this is the root of it. This is what called me to this reading, is why is it that person that's coming up for you? Bottom of the stack, this is all right in order. I was definitely supposed to do this today, guys. 3 of Wands, so you're waiting, like waiting for your ships to come in. So I think what I'm going to do, being pressed for time a little bit, is I think this is enough that if I clarify this, I should get some good answers. Let's see. I just don't understand why you're so stuck in your head about it if you clearly have a good connection with this person. Like, what's the blockage? It's almost like now that you're looking to the future again, like circumstances have changed. It happens, like, you know, your priorities change, your views change, your values change. We're not supposed to stay the same. So I feel like whatever's going on that made you kind of look to the future is making you feel a certain way about this person. Temperance. Card of Sagittarius. Also a card, I only know that because I'm a Sagittarius, so I'll always say that, guys. But it's also, you know, the card of balance, peace, serenity, you know, earth angel vibes. Maybe that's how this person made you feel. This is coming over the, you know, 2 of Cups and the 6 of Cups. You know, the reminiscing of the person. So maybe that's how they made you feel. Again, I have wicked chills right now. I don't have any bad vibes from this connection at all. Tell me a little more about the 6 of Water and the thank you, 10 of Fire in reverse, Page of Cups. News of a surprise love offer. Maybe you're thinking about approaching them with a love offer. It's also giving me like young love vibes, being the page and the playful, like, fish. 8 of Wands. You know, the wicked chills, the reminiscing, it's like, yeah, this is all talking about this fiery, it's like first love vibes almost. And it was fast, and it was passionate, and it was, maybe it was just too much. Maybe it was too much to handle to the end. Maybe, and that's what happened. It was just too much for you guys. But this is also like a little nod to listen to your intuition, because there's a reason you're thinking of this person, right? There's a reason that something bad triggered you to your soul to reach out for this person. Tell me about the and it's manifesting too, so you might be subconsciously manifesting them and you don't realize it. Or they might be manifesting you too. Tell me about the Tower, what happened? Because that feels like it's a... Eight of Swords is like stuck in your head. Or being bound by something. Like, I'm getting wicked judgment. Like, all of those swords you feel like are like people telling you what to do. And you're just like, okay, alright. You know, and there's a puddle of water at her feet there. And I feel like that's like you having to leave the love behind for some reason. Yeah, it's keeping you up at night. So you didn't want to leave this. You guys did not want to not be around each other. So what caused this? gift of a new passion. It might have been like a job or something. One of you guys had to take this opportunity. It was like you had to. It was like no choice. It was like your livelihood or something. Tell me what the Two of Wands, the Star, and the King of Cups, please. Yeah, it's like maybe you had to move for like work, or you had, I don't know, something. It was like you had to choose your life over this person. And when it comes down to that, like, you have no choice. You have to choose your own life. No one's gonna blame you for that. But it's like, it's definitely giving the vibe of not having a choice. Not having a choice. Like, this is the cards that you were dealt with. Yeah, so right now, you're looking towards maybe making new plans for the future and your rest and rejuvenation. Yep. Two of Wands again, confirming the Two of Wands, and the Six of Cups again, confirming the Six of Cups on the Star. So looking towards your, your destined path, making plans for that path with your nostalgia here, triggering you about this person. Yeah. So you're trying to make a plan. So tell me about the King of Cups. Here's your Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, you want to offer something to your person, I think. So I'm gonna find out about this. So if this is like happening, which made you trigger and be nostalgic and think of this person and think of how it never really ended, right? And the passion and just everything about this person, which of course brings you to the inevitable, the tower, the ending of everything, which wasn't really an ending. And it's kind of keeping you stuck in your head about it. And again, I feel like it's like it was kind of out of your hands and it's keeping you up, and you're like, how did I take this? But that's also sparking like a new passion in you too. And I feel like, again, making plans towards your future, you're really thinking about it, putting the plan together. I think you realize this is your person. And as a King of Cups, in your love and your emotion, I think you're trying to plan on how to offer this person something for real. I have my pentacles now. Okay, tell me about this King of Wands and Seven of Wands for what I feel like this is what kind of is triggering you to make moves. Justice. Justice, so it feels like you're looking for balance. There's a star again. I'm gonna have to hide this one though. Yeah, I feel like, you know, you're looking for balance. You feel like you're justified in feeling the way you do because you're just trying to do the right thing and stay on your path. Yeah. You're trying to get what you feel like you deserve, that you've worked for, and I feel like you just have so much negativity around you. And you're like, I am just trying to live my life. And I think maybe you realize this. I think maybe you didn't realize it before because it seems like you're probably like a pretty positive person. And I think you just didn't notice. It was just like how people have always been, maybe. But you're realizing like, I don't have to be around that. You know, whether it's their work environment, whatever, you know. Tell me about the Ace of Swords. What is the new enlightenment? In order, Two of Swords. Okay, yeah, so you got this new idea. You got this new way of thinking, and then it made you, like, think about it. It made you take a second and be like, wait a minute, and really start to, you know, with more fresh eyes, I feel like, take a step back and look at the situation, because I feel like something happened, you were pigeonholed into this thing. This was your only option, and now you don't have just that one option, you know what I mean? When you're emergency, like, for instance, you'll take any job that you can, right? You don't care. And then you can kind of, okay, now maybe I can find a job I want. Not saying it was a job, just like in general. Tell me about the Seven of Swords, please. My alarm was going off. I hope it didn't stop the recording. Yeah, Seven of Swords, you're, you know, planning your exit strategy, because I think you do still have passion and you're not ready to give up on your actual dreams. I feel like, you know, whatever you're doing right now was great and it served a purpose when you needed it, but now you're like, okay, I've come this far, I've like paid my dues, I've done all these things, it's time for me to move on and start anew. Yep, Ace of Cups, you know, gifts of, you know, it can be a love offer. You working towards something that's going to be fruitful. And the Page of Pentacles is news, good news of something, you know, coming into your life. So it seems like whatever finally triggered you and prompted you and gave you the motivation to move and make this new start, it's gonna just start to flow, right? Yeah, and I think what this is saying to me, not into the Ace of Pentacles up here, it's like, okay, you're ready to make this new start, right? and you're gonna make this offer to this person who you clearly got like light bulb moment, like, I love this person. You're gonna tell them, like, look, I have thought about it, I've put the work in, because you're gonna have to prove to this. I feel like you're gonna have to prove to this person that you're serious. I think, yeah. And you're like, look at this shiny pentacle I have for you. It's real. Yeah, so I guess the long and short of it is, you're feeling nostalgic for whatever reason, just maybe you just have a shitty environment. And it's making you think of a particular person who makes your heart just a little lighter, it seems. And I think you're worried that it's too late to take action, but you're also making a plan to try. I feel like you feel like you have to try, but you're worried about it, so I think you're dragging your feet a little bit. Don't drag your feet, just do it. The answer is always no unless you ask. If you feel a certain way about somebody, you know what? It's better to say it and know the answer than to torture yourself with the what ifs, because that's all you're doing is prolonging. You only do that because you think you're gonna get the answer you don't want, and you want to make up this fucking fake idealistic story in your mind instead of facing the truth and just dealing with it. Rip the band-aid off. And if the person doesn't communicate with you and give you a definite, this is how I feel, that's your answer too, and incinerate that band-aid right there. Because communication is number one key. If someone cannot communicate how they feel with you, walk away and don't look back, because it's not gonna work. Friendship, job, relationship, anything. If someone cannot talk to you, walk away. It's not gonna get better. Okay, I hope that helped whomever. It doesn't really help, it doesn't say anything, it's just kind of acknowledging that yeah, you love this person, go get them. It doesn't say anything bad. It says, to me, this says that you feel, whether it's guilty or you like don't know how to approach the situation because it's been awkward or it's been a while, just do it. Just do it. If you guys are as close as it seems like you are, either they're gonna be like, what? And laugh at you, or be like, well, it's about time. So, just do it. Alright guys, I hope you have a great day. Like and subscribe if you're feeling my vibe, and I'll see you in the next video.